to another episode, Middle Ground with JLE Ground Floor, where we can agree to disagree and still be family. That's the theme song. What up, though, for my second album, JLE World. I'm the host, Jeffrey L. Edwards. This is my great co-host, Teri. We got another great show for you today with a lot of great guests. We're going to have a lot of fun. I mean, we started this journey talking about how you meet somebody, y'all vibe enough to where y'all could go on a date, and what type of questions you should ask each other as you go on a date. So now we're going to kind of fast forward to where y'all became a couple.
In there.
Doing y'all thing, and how do you keep the spark alive? I have a few people coming for the panel for the show. Just waiting them to get their tech together. But we're going to make it happen.
No. Look, we could do this. We could definitely do this part.
Yeah.
Look, even though I just got finished telling you that I don't have as many notes and stuff as I usually do for this episode, but even though I like to think I know a lot about a whole lot, some of this stuff, I'm here to learn too, because I don't think, and I was like kind of perplexed on like what we were calling this, or like what this really is, because it's not. Is it, you said keeping it alive? What did you call it?
Keeping the spark.
Keeping the spark. Okay, because I'm like I was telling my clients, I'm like keeping it spicy, keeping it.
Hey, that too.
I don't even know
if it's, door. Keep talking.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really keeping the spark or keeping it spicy or whatever, but I don't know. I think we definitely need to come up with a better word for it. But more than anything, I think it's just being able to communicate with each other. It's not always about the physical, but it's definitely some of that. But maybe putting together some of those interests, or even if you're not into whatever the other person is into, I don't know, just some of that. Give me some ideas, because I don't know it all. Help me, and maybe help me help you.
That's true.
Here, back to you, Jeffrey.
Yeah, because I mean, you can call this anything to the reason why y'all decided to become, since I do all the business stuff, a corporate entity. Y'all merge together till y'all can be a power company, and y'all making awesome stuff happen. Money right, family right, taking trips. Right. But even through that, you might have times where you might, we ain't done that in a while, or you start learning quirks about each other. Because some people don't truly feel comfortable to truly be them until y'all in the same house together.
Well, to me, I don't feel like you really knowing the person like for real until you live together.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, and then if y'all take it to the next step and y'all get married and y'all living together, so they know you can't just put me out. We together forever, ever, like Andre would say. I think get real comfortable. You're like, wait a minute, I didn't know you had those habits.
Like you don't know my toilet schedule unless we live. Like, you don't know none of that stuff about me.
They can't know the toilet schedule.
You will not know my toilet schedule. You might not even know I go to the toilet.
But it's a natural thing, though.
I wouldn't care. That's personal. That is so.
So you never fought around a mate, then I take it.
I mean, my mate, yeah, but not like we have to be like, we gotta go together. Like, and I don't mean regular go together. I mean like go together.
I got you. Yeah, there's a difference.
It is. It's deeper than that. It's like, wait, I have issues.
You all right? Oh, we got a first guest waiting on my bro to come down, Doug. But we got my other big bro, Donald Davis, married for 20 plus years, that can add some flavor to this conversation.
Yeah, let's bring him in so we don't have to talk about my issues.
Welcome to the show, big bro.
Hey, what's going on, man? You all right?
Yep. Waiting on Doug to come down. Go check the front door again in a minute.
All right.
Hold on for 1 second. I got the missus. Hey. We're talking about relationships, keeping the spark spicy. Oh, they go Doug now. We'll get the Doug.
How his camera is facing. Let's see, can you rotate? Yeah, that's better. Okay. All right, I think I got it. Put my glasses on. Okay.
Yeah, switch it over to this.
Oh, he can
I don't know. I
talking
tried
about
to rotate it so
relationships, keep
you
the
can see
spark.
that.
Okay.
What's your thoughts? Oh, my bad. This is my other big bro, Doug. Can they see you? Oh, scoot over some. Oh, okay. There you go. Other big bro, Doug. Who's
right.
separated but dating. So he can give that perspective on if you out here dating.
Okay.
Don't lock this door. Stop it. Okay.
You have to go to your email, your text messages.
You can't.
Where's link in your text messages?
You don't like cats.
Yeah,
Feel
no.
comfortable. All right. Are you working on this text still?
We getting all the tech together. We're gonna have a together.
Gotta make it happen. You on the show, man? Don't get quiet now.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, right.
I ain't that. So what's the question?
Relationships, keep the spark. Thoughts on it?
Basically, you just gotta know your partner. You know what I mean? Never lose sight of who you first met.
Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. I think
Explain
is
that.
this where we take notes?
Okay.
You have to unmute and
Actually, no. I think that's important. Remembering who.
Yeah,
You got to be
remember
back.
who you first met. You know what I'm saying? You had a certain desire for that person, a certain
And how do you
plan. You know what I mean? When you saw yourself with that person, you wanted to you visualize yourself being there long term.
Okay. When do I need to do this?
yes.
You got to get you some glasses, Doug.
Huh?
right, like everybody
You got to get Doug some
Yeah,
glasses.
Donald.
Yeah, it's Don and the wife.
What up, dude? Yeah, about yourself.
Oh, I'm out the camera. There we go. All right.
Hey, will you
Basically,
get
like I
off the
said.
podcast, come on down here. I got an extra set of glasses for you.
All right, man. I'm gonna have to get some. I left mine at the house. Only thing I'm saying is like, remember the person you first met. You know what I mean? Whatever your plans were, longevity for that person. Never lose sight of it. You're gonna go through your trials and your tribulations. That's only gonna make you stronger.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, what do you do when you start learning different quirks about them that irk your nerves?
I mean,
what you liked in the first place.
exactly.
Well, everybody Decepticon because they like, I like to fart at the dinner table, for example. But I don't want to do that around them because they're gonna look at me crazy.
But
now you're comfortable, and it come out.
Right, but
Wait, Mr. Jeffrey, even if you pass gas, I don't care how close we are. It should not be while we're eating.
I'm just giving that as an example.
yeah, but
What do you do?
the thing is, did you like the ice cream or did you like the cake?
Hey, but you know what? You gotta always remember the first 6 months of any relationship is a lie because we all trying to impress.
Exactly.
Yeah. So my thing about it is, you look for an individual that motivates. Everybody got entities. You know what I'm saying? They got things that are deal breakers.
Right.
Most men, what we look for in a relationship: loyalty, desire, respect.
Experience.
Exactly.
There you go.
My thing about it is, you just got to know what you're looking for. What's important to you?
Exactly.
How you approach the relationship. I mean, do you approach the relationship because she looked this way, her body shaped this way? It's not gonna last.
Exactly.
Because all that changed.
how about this one? We got 4 sons. So we like to tell them that, they need to date. Don't just run out and marry the first person that you think that you like. But when you look at it, the dating process is like the interview process. You're not just going to give anybody that job. You need to interview them, take a little time, learn about them before you start giving out them positions. If you're a girlfriend, you don't just, hey, exchange numbers. Oh, now you my girlfriend. No, there's an interview process and a hiring process.
Yeah, I call it process of elimination.
Exactly.
Now, see, I've always said, and when I've had conversations, some people like, oh, you a dictator. Like, no, there's rules to this.
Mm-hmm.
You a friend, you get treated a certain way.
Yeah.
You a booty call, you get treated a certain way.
Yeah.
Girlfriend, fiance, wife, limited. But you should not be your wife.
Well, yeah,
But some people want to say, friends should get wife treatment. You ain't the wife. Just like you ain't gonna do that for a boy to your husband.
Right.
We got feedback.
My thing is, here's another thing you gotta look at too, man. And a lot of people, they like to shoot past this. Look at somebody. My thing is, if you're looking for a serious relationship, just know what you want. If you're looking for a serious relationship, you gotta look for somebody that's a wife before she your wife.
Exactly.
You understand? Because I was a husband before I was her husband. I was husband material. I just wasn't her husband at the time.
Exactly. You gotta be what you're looking for.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But a lot of people ain't doing that. There's a lot of issues with divorce.
It changed now. Now, these girls and some guys will put you in a relationship without your permission.
Who? I had to happen to me, bro. I had to happen to me.
Without your permission.
I was told I was in one.
Yeah. I mean, really? When did this happen?
Right. I didn't ask nothing, no questions.
Yeah, but they it's just all about what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be don't get it twisted, Some men out here looking for a mother figure.
Exactly.
I mean, I agree with everything y'all saying now, and I'm not sure how long. Jeffrey, you said they've been married for 20 years.
20 plus.
23.
About to be 24.
About to be 24 years.
I agree, and the fact that you both agree tells me why y'all have been married that long. Are you getting that feedback, Jeffrey?
Yeah, it might. Is it y'all technology?
Hold on a second.
Close that door in there. That might be your daughter, your old school daughter's music.
My daughter is going down memory lane.
She's only 16 or 17. She don't know nothing about the music she be playing.
Okay.
Did it get better?
Yeah, I ain't hear nothing yet. You hear feedback, Teri?
Let me see. Yeah.
You still hear it?
Maybe
Yeah.
it might be they laptop problem. But
Yeah,
I guess
it might be. I don't know. Maybe it's a phone. It has to be two somethings in the same room.
do y'all got two things on?
Let me see something.
I think I logged
If you
out.
do, cut the volume down.
Or maybe it's the volume. Try your volume too.
But I just turned my phone off. Ain't nobody calling me tonight.
Exactly.
They don't want nothing.
Got it?
It's off.
Okay, let me see. I think we got it.
It ain't this. This one.
Okay, well look, we're gonna work around it.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, that tells me though the fact that y'all have been together that long. But the reality is nowadays people dating, that's not the mindset.
Nope.
It's like no, it's like you gotta have, and I want you to be this for me, and I want you to be this for me, but this is all I'm doing. And this is all I got.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that's not how it is. And people have a messed up mindset of what a wife is or what a husband is and what they're supposed to do. And they can tell the other person, they can write down a whole list of what this other person should do and should be. But if you ask them who they're supposed to, what their job is, they can't tell.
That's true, but at the end of the day, you still looking at the fact that a lot of people, once they've been in a relationship, after a relationship, you know what I'm saying, and then you meet another person, they're not getting the best of you, they're getting what's left if you haven't dealt with previous situations.
Right.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So if you already been through 4 or 5 relationships and you didn't take the time to heal yourself and see what was going on with you, when you meet that next person, they're not getting the best of you. They're getting what's left of you.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, and I think the reality is I have never met like a completely healed person. I don't know about y'all.
Exactly.
I
Everybody's
think
still going
that
through
the
stuff.
biggest thing is going into any situation just wholeheartedly admitting, like, you know what, I have a couple issues and I do some stuff wrong sometimes. I don't get it all the way right. You know what I'm saying? I think just being open that way instead of just being like, okay, the person that's constantly pointing out what's wrong with somebody else. You know what I
Right,
mean?
but that's where that friendship comes from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If your friendship with your partner is strong, it'll sustain you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you start out as friends, and then once you're able to like really give your whole heart to that person, and they give their whole heart to you, y'all have a mutual understanding of who each other is. That sustains you through that bad time.
So basically, what it boils down to is self-check and accountability.
Right.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you. And listen, self-check for me is a daily thing. I think my self-check is more than I eat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I have to be accountable for it, man. You know, and at the end of the day, that's if you really want things to work. Check yourself, man. Because most of the time, you be mad, but it actually don't be their problem.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's you just venting.
Hey, Joe.
And my thing about it is, when we get into that thing where we lose sight of what we're doing, we tend to hurt the person that we love the most because you know they'll forgive you.
Exactly. I've been in previous relationships to where's
the biggest sword?
Right.
That
You know what I
tongue.
mean? I brought things into certain relationships where I thought it was, you know, other people, and it was me. You know what I mean? I've been in that situation where I thought it was other people, but it was situations that I hadn't dealt with within myself.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I was trying to be inconspicuous and text you, Jeffrey, and ask you if you had heard it, but Joseph is already on top of that, letting us know.
I didn't understand what she said. How about the feedback?
I was gonna say, what can we do? I was trying to ask you to do the. I think the convo was pretty good, and I would hate to.
I would say maybe Donald. I remove you and you come back in.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, try that out.
Okay, let's see. We're good.
That killed it.
So it must be on their end
Mm-hmm.
to get it fixed.
Yeah.
But we're gonna fix. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna figure it out. Oh yeah, got a few more. Any more comments I missed? All right, get over here. Okay, that's it. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I know Latasha, she had said the same thing as well. But we'll figure it out.
All right.
All right, let's see. Don?
Yep.
Hey there.
Now we good.
Oh, we good now.
Yeah. I think it was because I started out on my phone and then my tablet came up. I switched.
Okay.
All right, good.
Yeah, we
all hear
fixed
each other
it.
clearly?
Yeah, we all good now.
Okay, wonderful.
We fixed it. We figured it out. We got
Look,
to make sure we post the comments.
all right, so where were we?
Taking accountability.
Oh my goodness. Okay, where are my notes?
Yeah, I tell you, they're right.
I think that I think we're kind of going. I don't know if that's keeping it a spark. I don't think this is what people probably thought I meant when my people anyway that I was talking to coming in here thought I meant when I was saying like, keeping it alive and all of that. But thanks, Joseph. But this is what I meant, like for real. I meant like that connection type thing. I wasn't saying like keeping it spicy, like sending like a sexy dancer with a telegram to the door. No. I meant this. I meant like accountability.
Hey, I don't rule that out though. I don't rule that out.
But you know what?
Number two, it should be number one is accountability.
Right.
Let me touch base on something. Well, he's talking about accountability. Let me touch base on something. See, my thing about it is when you get to a certain point in your relationship, you get to the point where you have actually true intimacy. Now,
Right.
True intimacy has nothing to do with sex.
Right.
Okay.
It's when you get to the point where you can have a conversation without even opening your mouth. When you get to true intimacy, being intimate with that person or vulnerable is normal.
See, the thing is, like, see what it is he already know what I'm thinking. If somebody come in and they having a conversation, he could look at my face. If they talking crazy or saying something crazy, I just look at him. He already know what I'm thinking, and he looking at me, and he give me a look, and I'm like, yeah, they tripping. So I guess that's what he meant by the conversation. What I was saying.
Yeah, we sit on the porch
we
and
spend enough time together.
we look at each other and bust out laughing. The kids be like, "Something wrong with y'all."
No, we just look at stuff and we see stuff because we had enough conversation. We spend enough time together. We know each other. Like we can't play spades. People say we cheat because I already know when we start playing spades. I already know what he got when he started playing because I know how he played. But we've been playing for almost 30 years. You can't sit across.
Y'all that Carlos and Molly stuff. Shout out to Molly.
Right.
Y'all aliens ain't saying nothing and running the table for 2 hours.
You don't have to say.
Y'all know if I play a harder diamond, you gonna play this. That's cheating.
Yeah, when I see him laying the cards down, I already know what's going on. You ain't got to say nothing. We've been doing it for 30
that's
years.
cheating.
30 years. I know her deal breakers. Man, listen, I know it all. So how can you not get it right?
Exactly.
Are you asking?
Yeah, I'm asking.
Because I can tell you how to get it wrong still. You know what I mean? But
If you know, and
you can still get it wrong even when you know.
Yeah, I guess you. Maybe you're right. You're right. You can.
I'm thinking maybe it's a little bit of not caring, maybe, or either. Exactly. I think some people lack the ability to okay, so you have people who can want to give you the world. Their idea of what the world is their idea of what the world is, but not them thinking, wow, what would you want? What would make you happy as an individual?
Yep.
Then my thing is, if that's the case, then why did you get married? See, understanding marriage is for the rest of your life. You have to take somebody else's feelings and consideration into consideration.
Right.
You know, that's an everyday thought. But you got to say, well, how would this affect this individual?
Right, but you can still get it wrong because you could be like, well, I'm going to do this, but even though I know it's going to make her mad or make him mad, they're going to get over it. And I want to do this, so I'm going to do it anyway. So you can still get it wrong. It's all a matter of how much respect you have for the other person.
Oh, okay.
Y'all think that's lacking now?
Huh?
People have respect when they come
I
to
think it's a lot of things. Okay, so now it's just me to feedback. Okay.
Do you need to go out and come back in?
Is it doing it again?
We can see.
I don't think it's done on now.
You know what's funny?
her
We
end.
hear everybody fine.
Nah, you good, Donna. I only heard it from her end. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yep,
Yep.
everything's good. AD, where you at?
I guess you trying to go out, come back in.
Yeah, maybe they're popping up and coming back in.
As long as a good conversation is happening. We never had this happen before.
Well, listen, this is a teachable moment. This is a moment to see how well we function under pressure.
Well, we good.
And we're
We're
working.
gonna worry about the pressure. That ain't nothing. The show gonna go on. We're gonna get this work.
Small things to giants. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people now don't really look at what they're trying to embark on. Like, I want to be with somebody, but you ain't thinking about you're gonna have to add them into your life in every aspect. Not just y'all go out and have sex and have fun. What about when you having issues at your job or whatever?
I mean, but like y'all said, this is the stuff you find out when you start farting in front of them, I guess.
Nice way to throw that in there like that. Yeah. John said I missed one episode and the show go to the dogs. Really?
Listen,
We ain't the temptation, bro. We don't need
first
that.
of all, so he made it about him. Okay, Jonathan.
Talking all that
John,
bullshit.
tell John it's room on the panel for him. Come on, log on in.
Nah. He's spending some me time with his boo boo. He good.
We need
You
to
know,
pull
good.
that antenna up.
But you know what? Here's another thing. Why don't people just be honest?
Oh,
That's
come
true.
on now.
I mean, honestly, if all you want is sex, say that.
True. And yes, we did say that
It works.
farting.
I'm
y'all
telling
know.
you, it
I
works.
said, yes, who is that? Yes.
Yes.
missed the
I mean,
first
you
part.
should be able to fart around your mate. I mean, what the hell? You've been together for so long.
Nah, I agree with Donald, man. Tell him up front what it is. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell
Tell
people
what it is. I mean, my thing about it is, I look at the analogy of when I was a kid, I
Mhm.
lied because I was scared. I'm a grown man. What I got to lie for? Well, I ain't scared of nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All you do is tell you they don't roll with it. Keep
You
moving.
want to know what's so crazy, though? You want to know what people who lie say? What I got to lie for? I'm a grown man. I mean, like, they literally say that.
And they do. The same
Yeah.
person who lied be the same person who used that line too.
Yeah, but my thing about it is, tell people straight up what you want. My thing about it is, I'm not gonna go along to get along. That's my problem. My mouth. I tell the truth.
See, there you go.
I mean, I have the same thing. I'm unfortunately, what comes up comes out for the most part. My memory too bad to remember. Lie.
I tell it
No.
all. I tell it all. Listen. My girls, my boys, they get the same conversation. I'm not switching up.
But you ain't supposed to. You gotta-
Yeah, even with my wife.
You want to be
My
married
wife
for
used to
30
be like
plus
a
years.
retard sometimes, but it is what it is. It's gonna come up.
We're about to have another technical difficulty. Give me 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
I agree. It could be all so simple, but people just
There's a
got
lot of, I mean, is it what, 51% get divorced now? Something like that? What was
It's
the
a high
point?
number.
Yeah, it's a high number.
I mean, basically, like, people change, man. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, your purpose has to be your purpose. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
No,
Marriage
you know
is
what I think?
partnership.
Another thing that ties into the high divorce rate is people just don't want to do what they're supposed to do. You start off doing one thing, next thing you know, you done flip flop.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you think about it, is too many people trying to use people.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the
everybody
biggest.
look at a certain situation as how can I get over?
But
How
you
can I
know-
get my come up?
You know what else is?
And that's the biggest thing, though. It's like, we was the people who used to love people, use things. Now we love things and use people.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's a big problem right now.
But it also involves kind of people that you hang around too. Like I'm quick. Somebody be like, girl, why is you doing that for him? Like I have a lot of people come over my house. I always serve my husband. When I cook dinner, I fix his plate. So he eat first. Girl, you feeding him first? I wouldn't do that. What would he do if you stopped? And I'm like, you know what? I can't have that type of negative energy because me cooking for my husband and serving my husband is something I want to do for him. And you looking at it negatively, you're not about to get in my head and try to make me think that it's wrong.
First of all, to me, it's disrespectful for them to even be speaking on it. It's
Right.
disrespectful.
I'm so quick to cut somebody off. Don't tell me what to do with my husband. I'm like, no.
Absolutely.
That's that ride or die right there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But when your girl's in your ear or your boy's in your ear, you have to
Stop
put it in a
listening.
separate space. Yeah, you got to put it in a separate space and analyze it. And maybe it could be some good there, and maybe it can't. If it's too much bad, close that door.
Yeah, but you have to be able to understand. Don't you think that you have to set that rule for yourself? Like decide like, hey, or let people already know that I'm talking to you to vent, not for you to change my mind.
Exactly. And don't get mad. Girl, I told you last time, don't be fixing his plate. Girl, get on somewhere.
I think I got a dip again. I have feedback. You hear it?
Yeah. You want me to remove you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. You know, it happens both ways. You know, I'll be at like my wife will bring me some lunch sometimes. You know what I mean? I'll be at work, and one of my accounts, hey, Don, you got a nice wife. I said, okay, thank you. I agree with that. But you're gonna say it again. Yeah, you really got a nice wife. I said, hey,
no.
get your ass bolted to the floor. We agree. But put something on your ass, Ajax ain't gonna get out. Excuse my friend.
I feel you. I mean, after one time,
we can talk
about why you looking.
Let's talk about my wife now.
Yeah, why you looking so tough? You do, yeah. I feel you on
He
that.
thought I was playing, but I really was ready to bolt him to the floor. I was gonna bolt you to. I bolt him to the floor.
So it's the
Bolt him
outside
to the floor,
as well. Like you can't let that outside influence. Like we ain't always in the best space, but this still my best friend every day. It don't matter. Sometimes we get mad, like I'm just not gonna talk to you till I ain't mad no more. So we can have a regular conversation. Because at the end of the day, it's still my best friend.
Right, growing pains.
But that outside influence,
No,
can weigh heavy. Sometimes people let that outside influence weigh heavy. And like John said, I take advice from nobody who ain't got nobody. You ain't got nobody. Don't tell me what to do with mine for real.
That right there.
No. If you got somebody, I ain't taking no advice. But my thing about it is, you have to be somebody that I feel certainly about that been through what I'm going through.
Right.
I mean, but even then, it's just a word. It's not something that you have to apply to your life. I'm speaking feedback.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes you get some real bad advice out there. You come home with your chest stuck out, and she push it right back in.
I mean, the last thing a man should ever do is come and tell me what somebody told him. I think that is like such a trigger for me. And I don't know if trigger is the right word, but you coming telling me that such and such said, or you was talking to such and such, and they, woo! Yeah, that's the one now.
Those are triggers.
Oh,
you got the first word.
okay?
In your head, you be about ready to, like, what are you saying? Don't come tell me what nobody else.
You gonna have to go to them for a whole bunch of stuff after that.
Right, what you talking to me for? Go back, listen to them. I get it.
That's the one.
Yeah.
What are some tips that can help people?
I think definitely kind of just piggyback on what Doug, right? Well, I think definitely knowing that person, and that's also what they said. Just being able to feel that person out and knowing that, yes, I get a fine kind of thing.
We do not condone violence here.
But no, Jeffrey doesn't promote violence. But yeah, I think it's definitely paying attention to your maid. No, I think what you have is just one of the most important things that you can do in any situation, any friendship.
Have those hard conversations.
You gotta have hard conversations, but you have to do it and when you're not emotional or angry.
Not emotional, not angry, Like I said, when it's time to have that, choose your words wisely.
Yeah, I don't think you should ever call each other bad words. You know what I mean? Like out of your name or anything like that. Just if you got to go through those levels, nah.
Right. No, we learned a long time ago. When you mad, don't even have a conversation.
No,
when you mad.
Don't have a conversation.
No.
And when you do decide to have a conversation, listen to understand, not to respond.
While you're waiting to have that conversation, think about what your part of it is. Like, what did I do to make him or her feel this way? Like, let me go back and think. Maybe I did something to trigger it. Like, you got to be holding yourself accountable even before you start that conversation. Figure out what it is that you feel like you might have done to do
Right.
it. Because when we were younger, boy, them arguments used to get heated. They would get bad. And you would say things, he know me, I know him. I know what buttons to push to make him angry. If he wasn't getting angry, I knew what button to push. Stop pushing the buttons. You just got to figure out, hold yourself accountable, listen to what he got to say or she got to say, and then have a conversation when you're not angry no more.
Definitely.
Right.
I'm gonna see if I can put this all together. I'm gonna leave out completely and come back in.
It's funny because we ain't getting no feedback. We hear everybody fine over here.
Yeah, that's but hey, it's a great conversation. Bull job, what happens? But we work through it.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Relationships are hard. It's almost another job.
Yeah. Joe says one of the tips I give people is a bad memory is one of the keys to longevity when it comes to negativity.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, y'all definitely figured it out 30 plus years. Awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We almost make it up there to that veteran status.
Are you already there?
No, I ain't a veteran yet, man. We got to hit that 30 mark.
Oh, 30 year? Okay.
Yeah, 30 mark. 30 mark. We serious veterans.
Yeah. Generations after us, I don't know.
There's three things I feel. I feel that, even when going into relationships, when you reach the mold age, now the mold age is anywhere between 30 and 35.
Okay.
I look at people between the ages of 30 and 35, how they are and what they're doing is pretty much the basis. That's what they're going to do. Because after that, you start getting set in your mold.
Right.
My thing is, here's another thing I feel, when you look for individuals, think about the characteristics. My thing is, I was always told, when you're looking for a wife, look at her characteristics and then look at her mama, because that's who she inspires to be.
Boom.
Sometimes, not all the time. So women are here to
Not all the time.
Sometimes they don't show us up up front. It take a minute.
My thing about it is you will pick up on when she's not, because you will see them do certain things. They'll say certain things. They'll act certain ways. You will pick up on that.
Got you.
Because my thing about it is, we don't know. We ain't got all the tricks. I ain't gonna tell you something. I got 7 kids. I ain't know nothing about fatherhood. But you learn as you go along.
Right.
I ain't know.
An adjustment period.
I had husband attributes, but I ain't never been a husband before I married her. But I learned as we went on.
Right.
You know, it's hard. It is hard. Trust me. I tell you what, I couldn't be in the dating game now. Nah. If I was in the dating game right now, I tell you the truth. I have a meter in my room. You put your 2 quarters in there. You got 30 minutes to move those shoes.
You're making my hair hurt. You said a meter. What the hell?
It's just
You know what now?
Don't leave no toothbrush.
You said a meter.
Go home.
Oh my god.
That works, bro.
These people out here nowadays, it's tricky. You could be dating a girl 2 months, and after 2 months, you find out she got 4 kids. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
Wow. The whole landscape to change, though, man.
Yep.
And then that's the thing that you find out now. Dating now is not like back in the day at all. All these TikTok videos and everything. So many females had messed it up for other females. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. You ain't lying.
Look,
Yeah.
the game
But I'm gonna tell you straight up, right now, this
My
is what you're
wife
seeing.
walk out on me right now. She walk out on me right now. I tell you this here, and it might be TMI, but I'm gonna tell it. No, listen. I ain't there nobody that can get pregnant. You hear me?
There you go.
You are not allowed to say any word and start repeating in my house. No, you can't say pudding.
Oh my
You can't
goodness.
say potato chip.
You said potato chip.
Listen, I done raised 7 kids. Do you know we've been dropping off kids for 25 years?
Uh-huh.
Hey, sorry, yeah. I was wrong. My math was wrong.
Okay.
I'm gonna be hanging out at the senior citizen home.
Hey Don, come back in.
Go out and come in.
Yeah. So I got rid of his other one. It was still on there. Terry, you good?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm still laughing.
I told you, my people, man, these are conversations we used to have with some food, something to drink on a Saturday night, talking about all type of topics.
Yes.
Well, I'm the only one with Kool-Aid.
And I'm sitting there like, y'all said what? That makes sense. But a meter?
Don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable.
I heard that one. Don't put them in those meters. Wow. But yeah, I do think today's world with all the TikToks and everything.
I mean, no, I think it's effed up. Like I wouldn't put it on nobody. I wouldn't wish it on nobody.
No,
everything's like a microwave.
It's not as bad as people think, though. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm saying is this: females that get together with other females talking about what they ain't gonna do and all of this other stuff. It's not like that when you meet them.
No, listen, I know that too because they're dealing with a whole lot. They're putting up with a whole lot, but it's also a whole lot of men saying what they're not gonna do and what. Am I correct, Jeffrey? We've all talked about this. There's a lot of men that say, well, I ain't doing this and I ain't putting up with this and I feel like I shouldn't have to do this. Trust me that I know. And I'm telling you, like, that's what it is. And I think that both sides are too busy talking about the other side and what they ain't going to do instead of just, you know what I mean? Like keeping it real about what they both want. Link up with who is like-minded. Okay. And move on.
I would say that too.
But that's hard.
I would say that too. You know what I mean? But the thing is, you got too many people into social media that you don't even know who they are.
Well, they don't either.
And they don't know who they are either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when you spending your formative years online looking at other people, I mean, not to say that we didn't emulate other people. Don't get me wrong. We looked at the rappers or the whoever, you know, the R&B singers or whatever. I wanted to be Jodeci real bad. Like, I wanted to be in Jodeci. One of them. I was going to be the first female member of Jodeci.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, we all had people that we emulated and we looked up to, but we didn't have the social media to look at all of these people and see their everyday lives and literally want to be them during our formative years. They are messed up.
Yeah.
I would say that too, but I can give you like I'm the type of person, I don't mind going out to dinner by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
I actually
you
enjoy
have to be able to date yourself.
Right. But I've
Who
seen this
last week. Was that last week, Jeffrey, or the week before that we said that we were talking about
last week.
dating? It was 2 weeks. That was one of the rules. You need to be able to spend time with yourself.
Right. This is what I'm saying though. I've seen a table of men, a table of women, right? I've seen dudes be at a table, one guy start going in on a female, and other dudes will check him and point out his wrong and what, you know, different ways that he could have moved. But also, I've seen females sit at a table, go in on a dude, but no other female is trying to check her or correct her. They all joining in. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is only feeding to the problem.
Oh no, absolutely. But the unfortunate thing with women, I think a lot of times, especially in large groups, whereas with men, usually when y'all running packs like that, y'all are all like homies for real. Whereas with women, a lot of times it's just like friend to friend, and I might not even really know old girl like that. I mean, I don't really hang out. I don't really hang out with y'all, but I don't hang out like that. I'm at an age where that's just not happening. But when it's that kind of thing, usually you might not really speak up on what old girl is doing. But I know for me, if it's my homegirl that I'm close and cool with, anything she does is to the side of me. And anything I do, my homegirl can grab me and be like, you know, come on now. That's what we do. We're there for accountability. You know what I mean? But you're also grown women. So what I would say is maybe that's just not a group of grown women.
Right.
Unfortunately.
So, let me ask you something in regards to you and Donald's wife, right? When you're talking about accountability, how can men expect for women to take accountability when a lot of the stories that women are telling ain't their stories?
Ain't what now?
It's not their story. It's their girlfriend. Something that happens to their girlfriends or their sisters or no, a cousin or something. It's not their story.
I don't know what you mean.
Basically, it's like they're embodying the conversation that's going on around them as though it happened to them.
So for me, like even coming on this platform, I'm a hairstylist, so I'm hearing these stories every day, all day.
Right.
And so I'm coming on here, I'm telling them. But embodying, no. I ain't feeling none of this. Don't get me wrong, I'm empathetic, so in a way that, you know, I'm feeling it, but I'm not taking it on. I've learned to let that go when I leave out the door, the same way I leave at home when I come and listen. But I think that as women, it's something that we kind of have to learn to do, I think. But that's neither here nor there. But beyond that, for me, I'm not taking on anybody's anything. I know what you mean. I absolutely know what you mean, and I know people who do that. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm saying that it's childish. It shouldn't be that way. And I think that we as women and y'all as men have to do out of a whole lot of ways. And that's what I'm saying. Like even now, you and I can go back and forth for another hour saying what we don't like that the other sex does. instead of saying, hey, what can we do better? You know what I mean? To make things work out better between us. Or what, what do you like about us? Or let me tell you what I like about y'all. Let me tell you what I like about black women. This is what I like about black women. This is what I miss about y'all. There's a lot of stuff. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Because there's a lot of stuff we can click out that's wrong. But why we can't get that to the right? And I get what you're saying. It's messed up, but we know that. We see that. I don't like them tight pants they wear. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I don't like men speaking on what women wear and their clothes and their makeup. To me, that's women's stuff. Let us handle it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it and you don't like it for your woman, go ahead. But about me, I'm gonna wear my braids. My braids real long. They come down to my calves. Yep, and that's how I'm gonna wear them. And you don't wear them.
Here's the question, though. Who are you wearing it for?
Myself. I love it. When she first does one braid, she always say, okay, you stand up so you can see it. And I do like this. And if you don't touch right here, I don't feel good about it. They're for me.
So in terms of keeping that spark, if you're dating a dude that doesn't like take care of wearing braids, who are you wearing it for?
Well, let me say this. Any man that has ever dated me loved me because of the way I take care. One of the things he loves is the things that, the way I take care of myself, just in general. I'm going to take care of myself very well. I'm going to be very particular about my hair. I'm going to be very particular about my nails. I'm going to be very particular about my brows. I'm going to be very particular about all of those things. So that's just what it is. So if he doesn't like all of that, he's probably not going to be attracted to me.
Okay, I get that. I get that.
He's probably not going to be the person for him. I'm usually, you know what I'm saying, not in the state of my hair. I'm a hairstylist. I'm usually not in the state of my hair not being done ever.
Hey, Doug, just to piggyback off of your the energy, where is it channeled from? Here's the things I want to know. Where did the concept come from that, me, I'm gonna be a man at all times because this is the way I want to. Like I'm gonna hold the door for a lady. Right. The thing about it is, why is it that when you do something nice for someone, they think you want them? No, I was just being a human. I was just holding the door for you.
Exactly.
Listen, it had nothing to do with me wanting you. Listen, you 30 cents short. I'm ready to get out of the store. Here, I got you.
No, I'm gonna tell you where it comes from. If they're not getting that attention nowhere else, ain't nobody else treating them that way.
And when they did, they wanted something.
And when they did, they wanted something. See, I've been having this conversation with him since our first date. Our first date, this girl standing on the side of the road. We had to pull over on our way to the movies and change her tire because he like, this poor girl out here. I didn't say nothing. But ever since then, every nice thing he do, it comes with a price. We had a neighbor. We had our sons roll her trash can out every week because she had asthma and she come up and down the stairs. When she come in with groceries, we had the kids help take her groceries upstairs. This woman had an argument with me. She said my husband wanted her, and that's why he was making the kids do this stuff. No, we just want you alive, girl, because you be dying coming in and out the house. Every time we do something nice, it's like, well, he want me. That ain't necessarily the case, but if they don't know like he must want me. He did this for me, and he didn't ask for nothing in return. He must want me. I keep telling you can't be nice to everybody.
Yeah, unfortunately, some women have not had anybody nice to them, or I don't know. That's unfortunate.
Like,
it's like some people can't see past what's in their head.
Right.
At work, I had this store manager. She'll walk around and she played this little game where she act like she's talking to someone else in the store, but she'll say something derogatory.
Oh wow!
I wouldn't entertain it. And at that, you know, she got real. You could tell she's getting mad.
The other thing is, a lot of times you listen to their problems, and you listen to what's going on with them, and they look at that as a sign that you want them because ain't nobody else listening to them. Ain't nobody else listening to what's going on in their life and giving them the feedback that they need or making them feel good about themselves in this whatever situation. And it's unfortunate. I mean, I ain't like that. I talk to people, it's just conversation, I can do that. But everybody ain't like that.
You're right.
That's just being a good person.
And I didn't say you were wrong. I'm just saying, unfortunately, in some people's life, they had nobody listening.
You can't pick how they gonna feel about it.
Right.
Unfortunately.
And pray for some people. That's a turn on.
Yeah. Like
Never thought that'd be a thing.
I kept telling this one girl, I told her, I said, listen, I'm only accountable for what I say. I'm not accountable for what you don't understand.
I had a coworker whose husband left her. He cheated on her, found another woman. He left her. When they finally got to the point where they had a conversation together, the other woman said, well, the reason why I couldn't let him go is I've never had a man treat me like that before.
Okay.
So she appreciated what the other one didn't.
Not that she appreciated what the other one didn't. Where she
Definitely.
came from, where she came from, her ex-husband was beating her. Her husband was stealing the money. She was hungry. They was always homeless. But she met this guy, and he gave her a home, and he put his hands on her. And she explained it to my coworker, like, girl, I ain't never had a man not put his hands on me. And I don't care
So
what
he gave
I
her
said.
something to appreciate.
Now,
Right,
Joe
so
has
she like-
a
so
question
she's
for
like,
you,
I'm not
Don.
letting him go. I know that was your husband, but I'm not letting him go because I ain't never had a man be this good to me.
Joe want to know, Don, does that make you second guess doing good deeds for people?
Yeah, it do. It do. So, you know, my thing is, even though I be wanting to help people, I kind of fall back off of it, you know.
Mhm.
I mean, just like I shoveled the girl's snow across the street about 3 years ago. And I did everything in front of her house, the driveway, every walkway. Only thing I didn't do was her porch and her steps because I didn't want to get shot. I'm out here 3 a.m. She opened the door and said, "You lazy bee."
Oh, wow.
Damn.
And then the next time it snowed, she was out there.
I don't know. I took all the snow back. Like
No.
literally.
That was no work.
He got the right comedic timing.
You can't be accountable for how people gonna respond to you.
Yeah.
You just be.
Oh, man.
I mean, just like if I see somebody at the gas station. Now, most times I won't, but if I see somebody and I give them $1, I give them $1 from the kindness of my heart. It's like if I do something for someone, I don't do it because I got it. I do it because I want you to have it. And like I told my nephew came by the other day, he said, "Hey, can I get $40?" I said, "No, I can't give you 40. I can't give you what I want, what I need right back. As soon as I put it in your hand, I need it right back. So I can't do that. I give you 20. No."
And I still encourage him, even though we have these ups and downs with some of these crazy people in the world, I still encourage him that if he feels that he needs to help somebody, go ahead and help him. Because I already know that's just who he is. That's who we've been since day one. Like I said, first date, we was late for our movie because we had to change this girl tire because her tire was on the freeway. And yeah, we pulled over and he changed her tire on the freeway. This was the first date. So I never discourage him from helping nobody.
Bro, I'm thinking flowers and a date and something, bro. I'm thinking like an awesome date because she keep bringing that up, man.
Yeah, that's the part she did.
Bouquet of flowers.
I remember more than that.
We went to Northwest, right?
Yeah.
That's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
We went to Northwest. What movie go see?
I don't know. What movie did we go see?
I'm appalled.
I said Northwest. That's a long time ago.
Long time ago.
We went to this theater, Northwest. We went to, I don't know if y'all remember Bennigan's.
I remember we went to Benny.
Y'all been Bennigan?
One of her ex-boyfriends showed up at Bennigan's, kept coming around trying to kick her chair.
I keep going back to that.
Oh, wow.
What I said was,
I
Oh, he got photographic with it.
Oh, you know I checked you. Come on, man. Now you know.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all he make up stories. Do not believe everything.
Yeah, your boyfriend didn't come keep kicking.
Girl, you just gotta roll with it.
Hey, listen.
Fake news. No, that's
The restaurant
that's what she
was
put in
a
fake news.
kept coming around, kicking the table. Kept coming around, kicking the table. So I was like, you know this cat? No, I don't know him. You know that. She ain't gonna admit to that.
All right.
I said, okay. So you already put it out there. You don't know him. So when he came around again, I jumped up in his face. Kick it again. I dare you. He just took off running.
Okay, so Jeff and Doug know you, John do too. They know that you are an entertainer and you won't hear entertaining people.
I
Let's
didn't.
get back to the conversation.
Listen, that didn't happen.
Babe,
That didn't happen, baby.
I don't know who that man was.
No, I ain't mentioned it.
Who it was to
I
be?
ain't mentioned that.
Somebody having a Donald Trump moment. Oh God, classic. It wasn't me. Don't believe your lying now,
And that should have turned into Dave Chappelle. 1, 2, 3, 5.
Don't believe your lying now.
Okay.
That's great stuff.
Yeah, but you know, it's
You keep taking conversation somewhere.
all right. We're back on track, y'all. Come on, let's get back on track. I'm gonna have to sleep on the couch tonight if I don't get back on track real fast. So
Well,
we
people don't have a moral compass like they used to.
No.
Everybody just like, man, whatever. Live your life.
Why don't we do this? I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
What I'm gonna try is mute my mic when somebody else is
Let it run
talking
for a
to
while.
see if that helps with the
There's
feedback.
ice in the fridge.
Okay, yeah, we'll see.
And then unmuting when I have something to say.
Okay.
How is it now?
Good.
Yeah, no feedback. Okay.
So you have something to say? Give me the thumbs up. Okay.
Okay. All right. So what would we say? Maybe go to the next thing. Do we have a next thing?
Well, you brought up couples are vacation separately.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, you mentioned that. And I found that very odd.
Why did you find that odd?
I guess this is
absence makes the heart grow fonder, and I only said that because we had a conversation in here, and one person was saying like, "Oh, my husband came," and I'm like, "Well, why your husband came? If you want to go on a boys' golfing trip or something, like, why you mad?" And then it was like, so I think it's okay for it to be girls. I see y'all. I think it's okay for it to be girls' trips or boys' trips or whatever. And then y'all come together and y'all miss each other. And then it's like, hold on, let me do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all miss each other, and then it's all of that. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's how Sneaky Link starts.
I was thinking something like that.
Because my thing about
Serious?
you gonna be okay with me going to Hawaii by myself?
I ain't say Hawaii.
Whoa. Why does it matter? Why does it? She got the hand out. Whoa. Why does Hawaii matter?
They got way too many fruits and I don't like all the fruits they got there. My man can't go there by himself.
Right. It depends on, like, I can see girls take girl trips all the time. They are not necessarily going.
Yeah, that's no.
Like,
we can go to Vegas or
right.
But when girls,
he can go golfing in, I don't know, North Carolina or something. I don't know. Go do that.
Yeah, they do.
Hawaii, no.
Thank you.
I'm going to Hawaii.
But okay, so is it both ways? You can't go either.
No, I'm not going. First of all, I don't want to go to Hawaii manless.
Why?
It's gonna be me and there.
I don't want the man. I don't know that. I want my man in Hawaii.
Okay.
Well, I tell you this here. Look, nah, I ain't gonna sleep.
Thank you. You just.
I mean,
a little reach and ride. We walk around the house and we pretend we in Hawaii, and then I can go to Hawaii.
No.
I think it's certain places, and if you've been on, okay, Mrs. Davis, what's your name?
Mm-hmm.
Patrice.
Have you gone on any girl trip?
I actually went on one girls trip. Me and my friend, we took the babies to Kalahari though. It wasn't like just us. It was us and two little girls. Me, her, two little girls.
Well, I guarantee you, at some point on that trip, you was probably chilling, and you wanted your husband there, right?
I was so sick of them. By the time it was time to go, I was tired of sharing a room with her and her daughter. I was ready to come home.
Right.
That's not a girls trip though.
Well, it was.
Even on a girls trip, let me tell y'all, I've been on many girls trips. There's a point on girls trips where you just be on your man. I'm gonna just tell you, like, you be there, you're on the balcony, you either walking through the hotel. There's a point on the girls trip where you're like, dang, I wish my man was here. So trust me, like you be wanting to be there at some point. You say what?
That's you though. So none of your homies would say, you know what? What's the code word? Oranges. And you know what that means? Like, oh, you seen something you like over there. You're gonna, what happened here, stay here.
Can I say something? I've never been on a girl trip where my homies or myself bagged anybody. Oh my God. Okay, we're using adult words. What's the adult word?
No, we talking.
Yeah, I mean, they should know what bag somebody means.
I mean, I'm saying like that has never happened. I'm telling you, honestly, I true, Jeffrey. Like, no, it never happened.
But like Doug said, your trip.
Yeah, not my trip.
But we're talking about women in general, just like men in general.
I've done the winery trips. I've done the, you know what I'm saying? That's like the major drunk girl trips. You get what I'm saying? Like, it don't get no
people
drunk.
doing that.
Look, it depends on who you surround yourself with. No, I got a girl. My best friend is out there, but do you know who she do not include in her fiascos? Me. She don't include me. She like, girl, you married. I got this fiasco going on. I'll just call you, tell you about it later. She does not include me in her fiascos.
And I get that. I have such a colorful group of friends. That even when I put my trips together, like it'll be a married, single, it's all different types. But the reality is we not there for no mess. Now, if you get there and the single person happens to meet somebody, that's on them. But we're not there for a mess. We're there for whatever we're there for. So whatever the single person has to do is their business. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's going on with some people that a lot of other relationship shows actually talk about when they show clips from TikTok, whatever, because people want to let people know what they're doing like a crazy person, in my opinion. You're like, oh, so you had a girls trip, and I know that one right there, she a little too loud crew. Nah, dog, you ain't going nowhere with them. We good.
But see, to me, that's whack because that means that you must think that your mate is like a big old dingbat if you feel like because they're sitting next to this person, they're going to somehow, okay, whatever, Jonathan.
I gotta agree with that because your homie is your homie, 50 grand. Like,
yeah, no,
I ain't gonna drink no Jack, but I'll do it just one time with
next to this woman is gonna just take my brain cells and make them melt, and I'm just gonna be some big old idiot. I've had friends that were just loosey goosey as hell. I'm talking about the loosest of the gooses, and I still didn't do what they did. You get what I'm saying? Yes, Davis's.
Uh-huh.
She told the truth. Look, it's an insult to a woman for you to believe that she don't have a mind of her own. Just because her friend acting a fool don't mean she gonna act a fool just because her friend acting a fool.
Sometimes there's a balance in that friendship.
Right, y'all don't all act a fool because one of y'all homeboys acting a fool.
Let's be real.
Well, that's y'all. Sometimes in our friendships, we're the balance.
It go both ways. Y'all got that wild ass friend. Hey, you can't hang with them tonight.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've had mates that had that wild, and I'm talking about wild friend. Like, ain't no telling what they gonna come home smelling like. You know what I'm saying? You say what now?
I got wild friends, but let me put everything in perspective. See, I'm not saying that she has the characteristics to go out there and be promiscuous. I'm not saying that. But what you don't pay all too much close attention, everybody got private thoughts and everybody got demons.
Yes.
Yes, Joseph.
Speak on
You
that.
might have that friend that can bring that. Man, you don't never do nothing wrong. You the good Christian dude. Let's get this yak. Let's get on these yo. Let's do our thing, dog.
The right amount of drinks.
And you do it. At one
Hey,
time
listen.
and wild out.
The right amount of drinks.
I had a friend, Deacon, don't swear, don't cuss, went to Las Vegas and spent 3 nights in a room ordering girls.
Wow.
$3,000 he spent.
Wow.
For
Yep.
I can believe that. I can believe that.
But hey,
That
like
is
I
out there
said,
stays out there.
And we ain't saying that's everybody, but these stories do
private
happen
thoughts.
on men and female
those
girls.
was just demons.
But here's the thing at the end of the day, okay?
Mhm.
I'm going on a girl trip.
And listen, you should. And if my wife want to go on
And
there,
for me, I feel like
if she want to go on a girl's trip, she can go. But this, listen, don't let this be one side of a coin.
it's not. Bye. I will pack his bag.
And him and the homies go to Hawaii. They go to Hawaii. That's what
I
I
will
said.
drop y'all off at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. My wife's not gonna let me go to Hawaii by myself.
I didn't say Hawaii. Y'all can't go to Hawaii.
Cause I done ran my mouth too much, you know.
Y'all can't go to Hawaii. We already have, as a unit, decided y'all can't go.
No, we did decide on that.
I didn't agree with that.
There's no fine print
It's
in
3-2.
where you go.
We
for these
agreed on here. We verbally agreed.
Oh,
No,
we did not.
no,
No, we did not. That's what you said.
No,
I didn't say that.
no.
Y'all know I need you at the
I'm gonna
airport.
fly that 5 hours across the ocean or whatever it is. I'm gonna be right there with you. It ain't gonna be a homeboy. It's me.
Why? Do you trust him? You don't gotta go there.
I do trust him, but you're not going nowhere that beautiful with all them fruits with
Hey.
nobody but me.
You going somewhere with all them fruits? Ain't no double standards here. It's fair, right?
I'm not going nowhere with all them fruits.
Huh?
How about the DR?
Dominican Republic, that's
Yeah.
a nice place too.
Yes.
Go on.
Bye. Bye.
You see, and what it seems like what you saying, it's cool as long as it's in the parameters that I'm comfortable with.
No, can I say something? No, honestly, I really don't mind a boys trip. A boys trip is so fine. It really, really is. I'm not mad at it because the reality is me and my girls are booked. We're going. We're out.
Hey, ain't you going somewhere nice? That we
Yeah,
talking about?
First of all, Jeffrey, be quiet. Yes.
No,
But
we're gonna keep it honest on the show. Keep it on double standard. That's all I'm saying.
yes, I have several vacations lined up, people. And yes, but
Where you going by yourself? Since Hawaii.
Somewhere nice, somewhere real nice that she's saying he can't go.
I didn't say he can't. Nobody said Jeffrey put your on shit. I didn't say
You
that.
just said you got a problem if him and the homies go somewhere nice like that. You were saying that the whole time.
No, yeah, that
So we could go to California, Texas,
yeah, go ahead.
but y'all going out of the country.
She didn't even say what she doing yet. I'm trying to live vicariously through her. You ain't even told me shit. I'm trying to figure out where she going.
Well, given that we're on a platform, I want everybody to know where she would be.
Oh,
Yeah, crazy.
Right.
But it's not. Look, girl, I tell you, I have pictures and I have. Let's just say my bag gonna be small, girl. I'm just taking the small bag.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And your man Goo was seeing these pictures like, dang, that's all man right there.
I just don't see why you started mess like this.
Nah, you started. You got on here talking about. Wait a minute. Why? Hell no. You can go to Texas or something like, but I'm going to what?
I'll probably go to Texas too. My nephew in Texas just called me and said I should come down there for my birthday to stay that one trip.
We just gotta keep it fair. That's all. Just gotta keep
I can do the show from Texas.
Okay. Texas is nice.
I won't be chasing taco trucks. I'll do the show.
You ain't been to Texas.
What the hell is a taco
Houston
show?
is nice. Houston is nice.
Oh, in Texas on.
Yes. Ooh, they the truth.
I mean, man.
Okay.
Texas, I ain't driving.
Oh no! I gotta take that flight.
Oh, John talking about take my money.
Okay, you know I love Jonathan. Don't play, Jonathan. Ah, don't play. Keep me going.
I honestly think that sometimes in some frames, women do need to have their little girls trip so they can get to a space where y'all can vent. Yeah, you go ahead on.
Why you say little girl trip?
No, because you do. You be so refreshed when you get back. And if you are, whether you work in the home, outside of the home, or both,
Okay.
you need a refresher when you know what I mean, and you come back. And if the man ain't been getting on your nerves the whole time you was gone,
Whoa.
Statement, because you come on. If he ain't been getting on your nerves the whole time you were gone, you can come back and be like, "Hey, I'm home. Aren't y'all happy to see me? Y'all want some grilled cheeses?" You know what I'm saying?
Just turned me off.
You said what?
My teammate is disingenuous right now because what if the guy don't call and let you live? Why the hell you can't call me? You on girls trip?
I am gonna call. What I'm saying is, don't be stressing me while I'm gone. Don't be like calling me mad and putting bad energy to your phone. That energy travels through the phone.
Interesting.
Those bad vibes. Don't tell me you ain't never had nobody send you no bad vibes through the phone.
Yeah, I have.
Thank you.
So if he's on the trip,
good vacation.
I assume that you ain't
bikini
bugging him then.
that you ain't never wore, that you done had for over a year, and somebody sends you a bad vibration through the phone. You just don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want to have a good vibration. You want to have, oh, you good? You good? Okay, everything okay? I was just checking on you. Oh, okay, send me a picture. Okay, did you ain't get that picture? Okay, you got that picture. Okay. And then you come back and you make the family lunch, grilled cheeses and potato chips and some Kool-Aid. And then
so example of these bad vibrations, like you post a picture because you're a baddie and you got not that much because you shining.
Oh, but see, I'm not gonna show all of that. But go ahead.
And if you call, like, what's up with all that right there? That's kind of doing that.
You said what?
That'd be the bad energy. If he call, like, hey, what you doing?
Now that's if you flip the switch. No, I'm just playing. I would just want to have a good time and then come back to like, oh, I miss you, and we miss each other. So that's what we're talking about, right? We're talking about feeling good with your mate. Y'all been together all of these years. So y'all had that little couple days apart because y'all don't spend nights apart. Y'all don't spend days apart. So y'all had that little time apart. Y'all come back. Oh, she got a tan, or oh, he got a tan. And it's like, oh, okay, I missed you so much. But dang, you know what I usually you get on my nerves, but you know what? I miss you too.
So you're saying that they're supposed to add a spark to the relationship?
Absolutely. I can't wait to see you. I was gonna get an Uber from the airport, but pick me up.
Wow. Oh, that's like passive aggressive what you saying right now.
No, I agree.
I'm trying not to say it.
If your girl come home,
now.
if your girl don't come home from her girl's trip happy to see you, then you can assume that such and such happened. But when your girl have her girl's trip, by the time she get home, she gonna be missing her boo.
That's all I'm saying.
So he go to homie, they have a good
She
time,
gonna be
in public.
She gonna need a break.
Come back.
She's gonna be happy to see you.
You're supposed to be waiting to see your mate. You know what I'm saying?
Long as
but you also have had to let that mate enjoy that time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like let them actually enjoy that, because there's something wrong if you don't want them to enjoy. Like, why wouldn't you want them to enjoy themselves? You know what I mean?
I agree.
So for me, I want my mate to enjoy themselves while they're gone. I'm not hating on your enjoyment.
I agree.
So yeah.
So I mean, when these people take these separate trips, in y'all opinion, check in like twice while they gone?
Oh no, like you need to check in on, well, depending on how, whatever, Jonathan.
So if the homies in Dominican Republic, are you good? They
no, I need to talk to you
come back Friday.
You don't just
They
how
check
many,
in
how many
twice.
other days you're gone. I need to talk to you, and I'm not saying you got to be laying there falling asleep with me on the phone, but okay, you in, okay, good night. You know what I'm saying? But but enjoy yourself. I don't need to talk to you every step of the way on your, throughout your day, but just let me know you okay. I just want to know you okay. That's it.
So he let you know he there, he okay, and
call you when I'm ready to leave. You come back.
What? Oh, wait a minute, my face. But no, that's not what I said, Doug.
So at least a few days while he gone, check in with you.
Why you messing with Jeffrey? How many days is he gone?
He gone 6 days. 6.
No, first of all, 6 days is way too long to be gone anywhere.
Well, that's not a trip.
I don't go nowhere that long.
But that's you.
Why would you need to be gone somewhere that long?
Hold on, that's like a double standard though.
It's the fellas hanging out.
Okay, fine, 6 days.
Okay,
6 days. Yes, Davises.
Oh, they mute themselves.
So 6 days, I feel like this here. You call me when you land.
Yes.
You call me when you about to leave. Anytime, in between there, text.
There you go.
Cause see, I'm trying. I'm not in no way. You my teammate, no, since 5th grade. But I gotta keep it real. You come with double standards.
Yes.
It ain't cool.
Text. Because my thing about it is, you on your she on her
girls trip.
Mm-hmm.
I might call at a bad time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe y'all are really just like going through hashing it out.
Listen, I get that. You can text me, but I expect to hear your voice.
All right.
Jim?
Yeah, we hear you.
I didn't hear what she said.
She says she expect to hear your voice.
Oh, no, I said I didn't hear what she said.
Terry, say it
I'm
again.
speaking right now. I'm processing.
No, you have double standards. That's all it is.
I don't have double standards. I just said the man on the trip.
I'm trying
to say it,
but yeah, you do, boo. You do.
What did I say? What did I do? I just said he could go on a trip.
Exactly. Let's break the
And
whole
you
thing
need to
down.
call me every day on that trip.
Exactly.
I'm
He can call me too. I'm gonna call him every day.
Right.
I'm gonna call him every day.
The double standard is
I just said I'm gonna call him every day.
To be like how you design yours. See what I'm saying?
So if you took a 3-day weekend trip, you want him to do the same. But if him and the homies say we're gonna do 6, wait a minute.
I mean, I just don't know why you would be somewhere for 6 days. That's a
No,
lot.
but that's controlling. That's all we saying.
It's the homie trip, just like the female trip. Y'all going to the Virgin Islands, boo, be safe. Let's pray together we leave. Let me get there, have a great time.
Okay, so listen, what you have to understand is we're all talking about specific people. And so me knowing the specific person, I know myself nor the specific person don't like being nowhere for a long time. So that's all I'm saying. But okay.
You still controlling.
That's controlling.
You still controlling. I love you. You my teammate. You my co-host. But yeah, you straight like, wait a minute. You about to be in the Dominican Republic with the homies, and let's be real, because people ain't really be saying it. It's not saying no one's a robot. But your homeboy, Daquan, That dude ain't no damn good. He chasing everything out there. He gonna be like, hey, dog, look at that over there, man. Let's go stay with us. Hell no. He better call me right now. I'm playing.
Listen, it's okay.
I'm not calling you controlling, but the way you came off is controlling. How's
You
that?
just felt that. That's the energy that I gave through the screen, through the waves of the internet. I said that's the energy I gave through the internet. Okay.
Yeah, your whole demeanor changed. Yo, as a musician, your pitch, your voice changed. Everything. Like, whoa. Why you need 6 days? Like you see it in your head that this Negro really got the nerve to get his ass on the plane for 6 days with the homies and to deliver something. No, you got me. What's her name? You got me messed up, dog. That's how we came on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we love.
It's not a double standard. It's that we both decided.
It's like this. If Donald's wife want to go on a girls trip 3 days, right? But
No.
Donald and the homies want to go on a men's trip for 6 days, it should be no problem.
So you saying 3 and 6 is the sign?
If that's what they agree to.
It's just a trip.
Right.
Girls trip.
Not the duration.
Well, let me tell you like this.
You ain't feeling it. I feel you. I know.
Let me put it out here like this. Me and my wife, we just at the end of the tail of raising 7 kids. So, we plan to do a little traveling just for us. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Let's put a lot of work in.
Yeah. We've been making sacrifices for these kids and everything. Picking them up, dropping them off. This is gonna be for next year. Gonna be the first year I ain't got back school clothes. I'm ready. So we're gonna do a little traveling.
There you go.
Yeah. So and I told them, one of the places we want to go. I don't know if she want to go, but I do want to go to Hawaii.
Oh, y'all should go to Hawaii.
I guess.
She ain't too thrilled about it. You want to go? She's scared to go now.
I mean, I remember a funny conversation with my wife years ago. And it was like, hypothetically, we get divorced. What's the first thing you want to do?
What now?
Oh, hold on. If we and her ain't got divorced, what's the first thing I'm going to do? I was at the dinner table. I'm like, well, me and the homies probably go to Hawaii, lick my wounds. She stopped what she's doing, like, why the hell you got to go there?
Why you pick Hawaii?
You sound just like I'm like, I'm trying to get over my wound.
I need to find out what's in Hawaii.
She said the same thing.
What's in Hawaii.
Why you gotta be somewhere so beautiful? This and that, all these beautiful women, like, we're divorced and I'm jacked up. I need to look at the sun, the water, a different vibe.
Right.
But your homeboy going with you like, he going my man going down.
That's the question. Will Cancun work?
I don't know. I think the passport.
No, since Hawaii is a problem, will Cancun work?
Hawaii is for lovers.
What's Cancun?
For thoughts. For thoughts.
For thoughts.
Yeah,
Yes.
Cancun's Mexico.
Oh, okay. I don't travel that much, so you're right. All right, Virgin Islands.
I'm sorry to all the people that go to Cancun. I ain't really mean that. I was just saying that to them because they keep trying to call me controlling about the dates. That's my disclaimer to anybody in Cancun. But if they want to send me a free trip to let me experience Cancun and all of its greatness to change my mind, please do so. Forward all. Madam Butterfly. 007.
I like that. That's
Thank
all.
you. But go ahead. You just spent 8 years in Hawaii. Send me some of that sand.
Yeah, Big Joe been there the longest.
But yeah, but no, I don't know what could be the next thing. I don't know. I just right now I feel so. I feel like I need to.
Hey,
what's that?
Hey, Why don't we just go to the Poconos with our homies?
Okay. Okay.
Me and Trip and Siberius.
Oh yeah.
I got questions. Then.
But
Okay.
and funnily, she was mad at me for like days after like Hawaii, huh? Like it's a scenario that's not gonna happen. Nah, nigga, Negro, you said Hawaii. You go the women. I'm like, what do you do if you going through bad times? Go to the bar and drink yourself to death?
Why would you even be having that conversation?
What's that?
I said, why was y'all even having that conversation?
Because some women like to just ask you a hypothetical. You ever done that before?
I might ask a hypothetical, but I'm not going to ask a hypothetical that has anything to do with your life outside of me.
Your life outside of me, damn.
Your life outside of me don't even exist, buddy.
Say that again.
Your life outside, hold on, y'all. Your life outside of me does not even exist, buddy. And I don't mean that to like the full.
No.
I need you to have some hobbies or something to do outside of me. I don't want your whole 24 hours to be spent on me because I got work, I have friends, I have stuff to do. So I want you to have a hobby. Like if you play a video game, play a video game. If you play basketball, go play basketball.
No, David, don't take a side chick there. No.
So take your side chick to Cancun.
None of that. None of
Take
that.
your side. Who do you know who that is?
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's
Okay. I was gonna say I was just making sure it wasn't somebody that low key knew me and was just being funny. Okay.
DR,
Puerto Rico, Thailand, and Brazil.
So those off the table too? He can't go?
Puerto Rico, I got a problem with that.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay. Well, look. So we should be worried about it, and the guys are taking notes on where to go.
I want to know from a female perspective, what do you guys do where you think is a good idea to keep the spark in the relationship?
I think a lot of times women almost always, when I was talking about it in here, women almost always initially think something sexual because that's usually what the man thinks or wants from them. And I kept having to kind of say, no, that's not where we're going. Like, let's think bigger than that. Let's think outside of the box. Let's think let's say for some reason you can't or he can't, what would you do? What do you do? And it was hard. Outside of
what about
the things that we already do to cater to our man, or to take the things that we do to take care of him, or even the things we do to take care of each other.
That's too vague.
I'm so sorry.
That's too vague. Get them more in depth. What do you do?
What's an example?
I mean, the things, the inner workings of a home. We feed, the cooking and the cleaning and the taking care of, the hands-on taking care of, basics.
Basics ain't basic with some people, sadly.
Well, either way, but outside of that, sometimes it gets a little difficult because I don't know about anybody else. You do kind of become robotic in a lot of it. It's your everyday thing, is what you're doing every day. So sometimes it is hard. And I know for me, sometimes, you might know this person likes to go to a movie every now and again, but I know for me, like, I have certain anxieties and I hate sitting in the movie theater. I hate sitting in the dark joint like that with a bunch of people around me. I don't know. I can't relax like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, after I could chill for a minute, but then it's like, you know what I mean? Why they getting up? Why they moving? What they doing? Why that white boy got a backpack? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it becomes too much. So you want to do things that the other person wants to do and that they like, because that's the first thing you would think of. But even that, if you decide, okay, every Tuesday I'm going to do this thing that they like to do, then that becomes robotic. Then is that you keeping a spark? No, that's you keeping a schedule. That ain't a spark. So it becomes even more difficult as time goes on. And I think that's why people go toward the sexual and the this, that, and the other. It's easy to grab toward that. And I think that's where a lot of couples get messed up, because that's, to me, I'm not, from my experience and from my experience of watching other people, that's the worst thing you can do.
I would say maybe communicate, have the moments to check in with each other on stuff like that. So, you know.
And that's something you have to already have with that person.
You said keeping a spark, right?
Right.
It's simple. Be spontaneous.
Spontaneity.
Be considerate. My thing about it is, if you with someone, you know exactly what they like.
I think being considerate is important.
Yeah, you know, my thing is, I know it ain't a lot, but taking consideration, being considerate of someone's time, feelings, and what they like goes a long way. And my thing about it is, look here.
Yeah.
I get up Sunday morning and go get my wife a coffee. Now we got a coffee maker in there. And we got the little Keurig Tim Horton cups.
Mm-hmm.
But I get up, I drive all the way to 9 Mile and Schaefer, and just to get her a cup of coffee. And I sit by her bed with her little bagel. And when she wake up, it's there.
Or like I took him on a date to the gun range. And I am anti-gun. I don't like holding guns. I don't like what it feels like to shoot a gun, none of that. But I told him, I said, I need you to take next Wednesday off. He like, why? I said, we're going on a date. He like, where we going? You're going to have to see. We put him to the gun range. So that was me bending. Like, okay, I know I don't like guns, and he's a fan of them. So I'm going to do something he want to do sometime.
Right.
That's what I was asking of.
Yeah, we find things. You know, my thing about it is we had to learn to find things because we always had kids around us. So, you know, we had to find time.
Well, don't you think it's important to do things outside of the kids?
Oh, yeah. So my thing about it is, here's what we did. Kids would drop off at school. We'd come back to the house. She'd cook us some steaks. I light some candles. In our living room, we have a candlelit dinner. And we just sit and talk.
Your neighbor get on my nerves, though.
And that I mean, it seems kind of low budget, but
Nah, I mean, but that's everything. Able to hold a conversation. Not everybody can just sit and hold a conversation. Like, that may sound so basic, and it is, but it's not.
Right. It's creating those memorable memories. You know what I mean?
And I'm gonna tell you, holding conversation. This is my best friend, so I'm gonna bounce everything that come to my mind off her.
But even that is not basic.
Nope.
You get what I'm saying? Not everybody's mate, and not everybody has that person that when something good happens is, oh, let me call my wife, or oh, let me call my husband. Not everybody has that or has their mate as that person. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so even with that is a major blessing, like big.
Yeah, people ain't supportive like they should.
Yeah,
that's not a small thing.
Yeah, but we, you know, when I say best friends, yeah, we rock hard. We rock hard. You know, my thing about it, she get mad at me. She get mad at me more than I get mad at her. But that's all right. I don't mind. Because, you know, when it's all said and done, that's my best friend. Even when I'm mad, she mad at me. If I say, hey, look, my feet hurt. Will you massage my feet? And she might snatch him, but she gonna do it.
You lucky, bro.
And my thing about it is, it goes both ways. If she says
Exactly.
she mad at me, and she say, "Hey, you know what? I got a headache." Well, sometimes you get it wrong, like y'all say. Sometimes you get it wrong. But this is what I do so I don't get it wrong. I go buy every damn Excedrin bottle they got. Extra, PM, AM. Which one you need, baby?
Oh, that's what FaceTime for. Is this it?
Nah, dog.
Make sure you get the right thing you need.
I try to stay away from the couch.
So the question I want to know now is basically, I know how men think in terms of keeping the spark, but as women, what are your expectations in terms of?
I can tell you what I think. I need him to listen to me because I'm not gonna ask, "Ooh, can you take me to the movies or can we go do this?" I'm just gonna have a conversation with you. And if you really listen to me, then you know what I want. You know that what I'm interested in. You know where my mind is if you listening. But if you're not listening, he know I don't like action movies. I'm not a fan of action movies. Don't take me to see Fast and the Furious because I really don't want to. My nerves gonna be bad from falling off the cliffs and stuff. If I say I'm gonna go to the movies, you already know. If you listening to me, you know what I want to see. You gotta listen, and that's a part of communication. You can talk all day, but if you ain't listening to your significant other, if you ain't hearing them, then you're gonna get it wrong every time.
But see, here's another thing that poses a problem because I do listen. So now she done got to the point where she try not to say stuff because I just go get it.
Right, well, that's
Expecting your husband to be mad. But she said exactly what I was going to say. I know myself and most of the women I talk to all just simply want to be heard. I know for myself, my biggest thing is probably my biggest issue with anybody I have an issue with is not feeling like I'm being heard or understood. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's literally one of the biggest things with women, probably. Yeah, you might hear me, but did you understand what I said? Did you comprehend what I'm saying or what I'm feeling or whatever it is? Now I think where we fall short too is what you said is the expectation of, okay, so now I said all these things. Now I want you to decipher all of that and figure it out. But I think we also have to kind of do better with being specific.
Yeah, tell them.
Want to, you know what I mean? And I know for me, that's where I get frustrated because I'm so specific. I'm like specific, where I don't mind writing you a note or a list of exactly what I want or how I want things. And it's like, dang, you still saying you don't know what I want? Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean?
Right, but basically, both of you just said that keeping a spark to both of you is communication.
Oh, but that's women in general. I can tell you that. Grown woman.
Yeah,
for sure.
word.
For sure. It's communication. And the reality is, and that's why I said I feel sorry for people dating now. And I'm not even gonna just say young guys, because I know women in their 40s and 50s who are dating and they are going through it because these men cannot hold a conversation. Part of it is what you said, because women have lowered the standard, so they're not even being required to. So why should you have to do it for me? And the other party is they don't know how. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Repeat that.
Yeah, you froze for a second.
Oh, I said part of it is women have like you said, women have lowered their standards, so they're not being required to have conversation or to give any kind of feedback or play or whatever. And the other party is they don't know how.
I think there's an inequality going on based on the fact that today's dating situation is not like 10 or 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
What nothing is.
No, I'm talking about as far as for dudes. The requirement is not the same for like it was 10 and 20 years ago.
Right.
You know what I mean? So a lot of things that dudes was doing back then, it's not required.
But there are those of us who do.
And I understand
You
that.
can say it's not required, but there are people who still require those things. You get what I'm
True.
saying? I think where the disconnect is, and I've had this conversation with nephews of mine, is that men who require those things tend to not go after women who expect those.
Say that again.
Men who require much tend not to go after women who do as well. Does that make sense? So
that's not what I'm saying, but okay.
No, go ahead. Well, explain to me. Let me make me understand.
I mean, basically, what I'm seeing out here in the dating market is like basically, even though women have their standards or their preferences, now it's like a new generation of dudes that's coming with their standards and their preferences. You know what I'm saying? To whereas it's not balanced out no more. It's not like there's a chase anymore. You know
no, there's not. A lot of these men, they want to be treated like a baddie. They feel like I know my worth, and you have to come with this. And if you don't come with this, and if you don't treat me with this, and if you don't treat me like this, then it's a no. And that is like the most non-masculine, non-man-like, non-king of the jungle crap I've ever heard before in my life.
How was that? I'm gonna jump in on that. Listen, one thing that we didn't say, and we should have said at the beginning of this, is the switch, the gender roles. The roles are switched. You know, I work at AutoZone, and I go out to a car to put a woman's windshield wiper blades on. I'm showing her how to do it, and the guy sitting on the passenger seat scrolling on his phone.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. My thing about it is,
you don't even care that he was bad.
We hold accountability to be that man that steps up, that takes charge, that be that individual that a woman can lean on.
Exactly.
But on another thing, women take accountability. Some of these women got to take accountability because all they require the man to do is to be there. Just be there.
A piece of a man.
He ain't no bills. He ain't got to cut no grass. Just sit down and play your game. And when I get home, just be there.
When I say you ain't lying.
That's sad.
Yes. I've seen a lot of that.
And my thing about it is, standards have dropped.
Yes, on both sides.
It was a time when women played hard to get, and we had to chase. See, we visionaries. You see what I'm saying? We love to chase. There's a time when a woman come outside and she got on the sundress. Well, we visionaries. We want a vision. You listen, I'm going to tell you something. You show me what I could get, but you let me imagine what I could have.
Yes.
Don't show me everything all at once, because now you didn't took my imagination from me. I ain't got to imagine what you look like.
Exactly.
Let me have my piece right there. Let me do the chasing. Keep running. Yeah. They don't run no more. She take off running. You start chasing behind her, then she turn around and say, "Here, catch me."
But it's deeper than that. I mean, the women are chasing the men. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. It's just bad. And I feel like a woman should never chase a man. A woman should never have to ask a man out. A woman should never. It's just so horrible. And I think as a man, you shouldn't even feel. To me, you should feel disrespected if a woman just swoop down on you. Like, you know what I mean? You should feel like, wait a minute, hold on, baby. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me get this. I got this. I got you. Hold on. You know what I mean? If I could be a man for the day, that's what I would. That's right. Literally, the proposals. Like, woo.
No, I mean, basically, that's a situation that's not going to change.
Like I can't do it.
Right, but that's a situation that's not going to change based on the numbers.
I get that. What I'm saying is I don't like it either. And I speak to people every day, but my platform ain't large enough. You know what I mean? I'm trying to speak to the women, and I'm trying to spread the word that, you know, there needs to be a change, and, you know, let's get back to
right,
you know, whatever it is we need to get back to. But this ain't it.
But at this point right here,
we need to get out the mirror or get out the whatever it is that they doing. Get out of it.
No. Basically, right now, where we are, statistics wise, it's not going to go in reverse. It's not going back to that. And then I basically say that based on, go to blackdemographics.com, right? Mm-hmm. This is how the numbers break down. Mm-hmm. There are 13 black girls born to every one black boy in the United States, right? Okay. When you subtract the number of men that's incarcerated, the ones that's dying, the ones that's came out the closet with this gay stuff, and the men that are married and not cheating on their wives, the dating ratio between black men and black women is 21 to 1.
So you know what that prompts? You remember the saying, a woman used to say, "What one man won't do, another will."
Now it's the other way.
He won't. It's the other way. What one won't do, another will.
And it's not going to go back
because of the numbers.
Right.
The numbers.
And then you have to also consider the passport bros, the white female that like black men, Asians, Latinos. That number goes up. It doesn't come down. So that 21 doesn't move. It goes up. So that 10-year and 20-year ago, like what we had to do to get y'all, it's not like that. It's not going back to that. The numbers don't add up. And the reality of it is, as women,
it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday by Boys to Men or something, because that's just
but you're gonna have to sing that song.
You just hurt me in my heart a little bit.
Saddest thing.
I'm just not gonna get them. We just not gonna get them boys back from '96, huh? It just ain't happening.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Some are still out here, but not.
The thing about it is, I took my daughter to Forever 21 to get some jeans. And she was like, "Daddy, we're not gonna find no jeans here. All the boys done bought them."
Yeah, it's bad.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
It's bad.
When do we listen? You wearing jeans that I'm waiting for somebody to pass out.
I'm telling you, I went to my nephew. I'm in the process of adopting my nephew, and he put some jeans on. Was that yesterday? And I was like, listen, when you take those jeans off, I need you to toss them. You know, I need you to put them in the trash. He eats like, I swear, like 10 times a day, and he's getting tall. He's not a heavy guy, but he's tall. And I'm like, you got to throw them away. Okay, they're tight. And my baby, my daughter, she's like, well, Mom, you know, that's how the guys wear them, you know. And he had on this nice shoes. I just bought him a new pair of kicks. You know what I mean? He thinking he look good. He in the mirror. He looking at me like, what you talking about? You know what I mean? And I'm like, no, like you're not gonna be able to have kids when you get older. Like you got to take those off. They're like extremely too tight. They told me like, no, this is how they wear them.
It's fashionable.
We're perfect. I said, wow, that's too bad.
Fashionable.
That's just too bad. They look like skinny jeans. They look like my jeans.
Wow.
It's not good.
Yeah.
And I buy my entitlement.
And the funny thing, the girls are going back to bell bottoms.
No, yeah. Like my daughter's jeans, her jeans are like baggy. She got the whole
baggy.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why are your jeans baggy and his jeans tight? Like, why is he jumping into his jeans?
My question is, any event, hope it never happened, but any event, if you out with my daughter and something jumps off, how are you going to defend her? First of all, they halfway down around by your ankles. No, you're not doing that. No, you ain't taking my daughter out.
Well, a lot of these guys ain't really the chivalrous type, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But luckily for us, we, a lot of us are some scrappers. So I guess we'll be okay, hopefully.
But it's still some good ones out here that still try to give that balance to being good men, and some might pick up that example and carry it.
Yeah,
Be that good woman
I've
and
ran,
pick it up, carry it.
I
It's
ran,
just
I
not a
ran
lot.
across a couple of boys, and they said we don't date girls that got fathers.
We don't date girls who have fathers.
Have fathers
Wow.
because he's lifting her up. She got standards, expectations. Sad,
Confidence.
sad.
Right.
Well, I mean, but that's the thing that as a mother, whether or not you have a dad in the house or not, you need to teach your kids, or whatever kind of parent you are. You have to teach your kids that there are people who are predators that look for specific things in you that you have or don't have. You know what I mean? And you have to be able to, look out for that. And that's just it. There are people who are gonna look for things to specifically hurt you, and that's it.
So, as mothers,
Mm-hmm.
what do you guys suggest in terms of your daughters in teaching, like what's really going on? Because, like I said, those numbers are not going to
Oh
go
my
back.
God. Well, it's so hard and different now. My daughter is about to be 14 next month, so we're not at the point of dating.
But
But
you're at the point of preparation.
we're at the point of me getting my mind and my body and my spirit prepared. Okay.
Okay.
But with all of that being said, it's so different now because I don't see anybody being appropriate. And I'm the one, like, even with my oldest daughter, I remember when she first started dating, I remember telling her, her first boyfriend that, her high school boyfriend or whatever, like, look, like, she has a father and, he's in her life and all of that, but I'm the one with the smoke, I'm the one that pulls up. I'm the one that, with all the heat and the whatnot and all of that. And this young man was, really nice young man from a very good home. I had an amazing rapport with his parents, specifically his mom. But this man was all of 6'5", and I'm 5'2" and a little bit, but I stood up and
Go, John.
I scrapped, I got heat, and I come with it. I ain't gotta call people, but if I need to, I'll call people. It's really not a problem. And I have no problem with letting them know. But like nowadays, but he was an amazing young man. Let me just reiterate that again. He was taught the things, the opening of the door and the meeting of the parent and the coming in, and his mom and I, we tag teamed, and on the first date, she went with them and sat in the movie theater, and because I was at work, and we were able to mediate the dating. Now, fast forward, okay, because my kids are 12 years apart. Fast forward, things are very different. I don't see any of these little boys being appropriate to come to my door. I just don't. I mean, God bless them. I hope so. I hope somebody has taught one of these. I hope I got one. I hope she get one of the good ones. I pray. I pray that one. I just pray she gets one of the good ones. That's all I can do. I don't have a real preparation. I don't know what to do. I have weapons.
Okay, so what do you do to prepare your sons then? Because like Donald said,
I'm definitely, when you say prepare my daughter, I'm definitely teaching her all the things. I'm telling her all the things about people. I'm not doing the thing of, oh, boys are bad, men are bad. I'm not doing that. I keep it real with her about people in general. I tell her the good and bad about people in general.
Right. But like Donald,
what she's not ready for and what can happen if she does this, and I keep it real. And so with my nephew, what I'm trying to show him is how you treat a woman. When we're coming in the door, you open this door, you do this, you do that, those kind of things. You grab this bag, you do this. But he also has a male figure in his life to, to take him around and show him things that there are only so many things I can show him. There's gonna be some things I just cannot show him.
Right. But when it comes down to your boys or your nephews or whatever, like Donald just told you, no, what one woman won't do, another one will. That's the deal of 21 to 1. What do you do to prepare your son?
Well, you know what?
Teach him a whole lot about, like I've done with all of my nephews that I looked out for. Teach him a whole lot about protective sex, and try to tell him that what he should do as far as choosing a woman. But the reality is that when he grows up, he's going to probably do what he wants to do, but I'm going to try to lead him in the direction of choosing a singular woman. That's what I've always done. I mean, one of my nephews that I'm very close to, that I had a hand in his upbringing, he's a little bodish, a little bit, but but his okay, so he's very early 30s, but he doesn't have any children, and his goal is and always has been to be married before having children.
Okay, that's good.
And so that's his thing, and he's stuck to that. You get what I'm saying? And he's very family oriented. He has it set up in his mind with his career, like, okay, I want to get married, I want a house, and he's trying to set up for that. And so he's running into the difficulties of finding a woman who's like-minded. And what I tell him is, the woman that you want, I don't think she wants you because you haven't done X, Y, Z. And I'm having these conversations with him on a regular basis. So, I'm not the woman that contradicts myself. Like, I'm telling my daughters one thing, but then I'm telling the males in my life, yeah, go get that, go do that, go do that. No, it's like, you need to be able to, settle down and have a person that's going to have your back and do all of these things and all of these things as well. But the reality is too, sometimes, especially a young man, they're going to do what they're going to do.
Right. The only reason I asked that question is because with TikTok and social media, young kids today, young boys, don't even know the type of woman they shouldn't even like.
All right, so that's what I mean. The woman that he's attracted to is not the woman that's going to do the things he wants. He's attracted to a video girl, like aesthetically. When he looks at like that's, he's attracted to that. That's not the person that's going to, 9 times out of 10, forgive me, video girls, but 9 times out of 10, that's not who's going to raise your children, take care of your home, and build that empire with you that you want. That's just not what it is.
All right, I'm let Donald jump in.
Oh yeah, well, I got 4 boys, so I have those conversations with them. Mm-hmm. I have those conversations. One of the conversations that I had with my boys was, I know you out here, you're gonna sow your raw oats first. I know you're gonna do this. And I did it. We all did it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But my thing about it is, wrap it up.
Not just that. We got boys. See, the youngest girl ain't dating yet, but these boys, they dating. The problem that we run across is they keep finding women who say stuff like, well, you the man, so you should be doing this. They want wife treatment, and they ain't even got the girlfriend status yet.
Exactly.
So
hell no.
I tell my boys that they need to save something for their wife. There should be something that you can do for your wife that can't no other woman come to her later and say, well, he did that for me too. Don't give somebody that you are not connected to, just a random girl you met, don't give her your everything. You need to save something for your wife.
But one thing indefinite that I did do with my boys, I can't change it everywhere in the world, but I did tell my boys, if you make it, you're going to take care of it. I don't care if I got to rob you every Friday. You're going to take care of that baby, because that is the individual in the whole equation.
Right.
You're going to take care of that baby.
But on the flip side, I would say the same thing to my daughter. about saving something for your husband.
Oh no, I think something got to be saved for later.
Yes, something got to say. Don't give nobody, especially somebody you're not even sure where that relationship going. You got doubts automatically. Don't give everything to this relationship, and you already got doubts. If
But I
this
think
is
that's the
your-
problem now too. They don't know. They think now is everything. They think whatever they're in now is everything.
Yep.
It's steps to it, and you got to go through those steps to get to where they are.
Right, but just to piggyback off of what Donald and his wife is saying, you know, there are a lot of females out here right now that wants a man to come in, treat them like a husband, but they want to pick and choose what position they're gonna play. You know, what I'm
It's
saying?
the other way around too as well, though. Right?
I don't know what side you've been on, but this is what I'm saying.
I've been on this side.
Okay, so share it with me. Go ahead.
No, just literally the opposite. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean. I think unfortunately people are in situations where they're going through, like, I think that you probably have been going through similarly some of the same things that I've been going through. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think we all people are going through some of the same things. I think that we're all dealing with people who are not like-minded. And I think that if you really pay attention to it, and I think that communication would help if people sat down and said, okay, listen, you got to really listen to this. Are you, do you either want to work on this or we got to dip? People are 9 times, and I'm just keeping it real. This is just me being like, so just hella upfront. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say this, people ain't gonna like it. And this just people ain't gonna like it. 9 times out of 10, people are not who they are supposed to be with.
I would say that.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Go
I
ahead,
also
Don.
say people, we have a bad sign. We don't take notice of the red flags.
Right.
People ignore them.
They ignore the red flags. People at some frame, people gonna show you exactly who they are.
Right.
And you thinking I could change him or he might change or that was just this time. No.
Well, I think two people a lot of times look at the time you put into something as a reason to stay or work on something. When time is just time, and you just add to that time.
Yeah, it's gonna take you longer to get up out of here.
Lose in a relationship. That's the most expensive thing that you lose in a relationship. It's time.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Because you done put all this time in, and now you done found out it's not gonna work. Now you starting from scratch. You didn't already put in 4 years. You can't get them 4 years back. 2 years, you can't get them 2 years back. You put all this time in. We ain't talking about this. Because listen here, you took her out to a show, you took her out to dinner, you ate too, so you enjoyed some of that.
You should be a comedian, bro.
Y'all went on a trip. Okay, yeah, you enjoyed some of that too. You just enjoy it by yourself.
Exactly.
Okay? So my thing about it is, what about the time? You done put all this time and all this energy in this person, and you find out it's not working. That's the most expensive thing, because that's the one thing. So I'm gonna tell you something. All that money, you can get it back.
Exactly.
You can't get that time back.
Right. That's my biggest pet peeve in an argument, man. You can't tell me that you cook for me if you ate the food. You can't tell me that you clean my house if you live in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You can't tell me that. That is my biggest pet peeve.
Well, they say the true essence is whatever you give a woman. I ain't what I'm saying now. I didn't say a girl. I didn't say a child. I said a woman. Anything you give a woman, she multiplies it and gives it back.
Mm-hmm.
I say it all the time. A real woman, whatever you put into her, you get out of her. A real woman.
That's true.
So you should not be scared to invest in your woman. And I'm not talking about just monetarily. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about your time, your spirit, your energy. And by energy, I mean good vibes, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Just putting good into your woman, because you will get it back. And it's going to be so worth it. Any man you see that is wealthy. And I don't mean just in money. I mean in happiness. And I mean in his family, in abundance. He has a good woman behind him. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. You can't tell me nothing different.
And hopefully she's that mature woman, because it's not on both sides mature people, a lot of grown kids out here.
Right.
First of all, okay, so like even us just sitting here talking to them, if you look at this picture, her arm ain't moved, his arm ain't moved until he go to wipe his face. I'm saying, like, you can look at body language. Now you can, don't get me wrong, they don't admit it, like they get into it sometimes, they argue. If they didn't say anything different, I wouldn't believe it. You get what I'm saying? But obviously they know how to argue constructively and fair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but you have to like each other for that.
True.
Not just the love, you have to like each other for that.
Right. I think one of the this is just me, right? In terms of men and women, if you want to keep the spark in a relationship, let's be honest. If you was to do the thing that you want to remember sharing with your partner, and that your partner does the thing that they want to remember sharing with you, you'll always have that spark. You know what I'm saying?
But to me, a lot of that, the foundation of that. So we talked about communication and all of that. To me, is trust.
Well, I said hopefully both of y'all trying to follow God, because He made marriage and all this good stuff.
I mean, yeah, but all of that is that foremost is the like-mindedness from the beginning. You have to have that as the foundation. I think so.
Okay, so let me give you an example. If your man was to come to you, take you to the beach, have a picnic, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the memory that he want to create with you.
Mm-hmm.
Bring in what you feel as though is important to you. That communication can be shared at that picnic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it benefits both sides.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Instead of me trying to figure out what's going on in your head or trying to remember something that you said.
Right.
That's great. I mean, I feel like
no, I think that's y'all feeding off of each other, though. You know what I mean? It's like it's bouncing off each other. It's automatic. That's that chemistry.
Exactly.
Just I mean, like if you know anything about science, that momentum is just gonna keep going.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna keep going automatically. So I mean, and it's either there or it's not. And so that's what I mean by people just honestly being honest with themselves. Don't get me wrong, relationships are work. And the people that I know who are married and married a long time tell me it's a lot of work.
Yes.
But the reality is if you have to fight too hard to just get along, or to even, I mean, like sometimes I think that means like, yeah, nah, it's a no-go.
Mm-hmm.
But you might have seasons where
I'm not talking about seasons and reasons. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about y'all ain't on the same ride.
Okay.
What I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this here.
That like-mindedness. That's where all of this, Doug saying, well, women are this, and that's where all of those disagreements come from. Don't get me wrong, two people can be not alike, or opposite in a lot of ways. That's fine. But if we just don't, if two people just are not meshing at all, you can't make that work.
True. Go ahead, Don.
Yeah, and I get that, because my thing about it is, I really don't want my wife to be just like me, because sometimes I wake up, I don't like myself, so I have to feed off of her energy, because sometimes I get in my own little way. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When I notice I'm getting in my own little way, I feed off of her energy, and she bring me back around. Because I'm gonna tell you like this here. Everybody's talking about communication is a good key to a relationship, but I think a more important key is understanding.
Right.
And comprehension. Because if you do not comprehend what the individual is saying, you talking to a wall.
I mean, that's why I constantly
Understand what
reiterate that. That's that
you
understanding.
what you asking of them or nothing. And see, my thing about it is, here is something I'm gonna share with y'all. Where the bond really began with me and my wife is I miss my wife a lot in our early parts of our marriage because we raised 2 kids with sickle cell. And my wife spent a lot of time at the hospital because she's not gonna let no kid be in the hospital and she at home. So when a kid gets sick, she was like, "Oh, I'll see you in 6 days." And we call. Sometimes I'm able to go down there and sit with her for a little while. Sometimes I'm not. But on any given day, I'm taking her something to eat. If I just have to pull up at the parking deck and give her the plate and get back because I got the other kids with me. And that's where our bond grew strong because we fed off each other. We piggybacked. We had to put all that love together to show love to our family and raise our family.
Right, but you knew what you was building.
Yes, that's what we was building. And my thing about it is, we knew, hey, we couldn't depend on nobody else, so we had to work hard for each other.
Right.
And so my thing about it is, and then at that point, I saw all the sacrifices that my wife was making. So that made me come a little protective because I see how much she was giving and she wasn't getting anything back. So I came overprotective. They say, you want to make Don mad? Say something to his wife.
That's it.
And this goes from, there's only one person that can get away with saying stuff to my wife, and that's her mama. Her mama can say whatever, I ain't saying nothing. Anybody else, I'm going to bolt you to the floor. If we out in public and my wife do something I don't agree with,
it goes to the floor.
I ain't saying nothing. But when I get home, I tell her myself.
I mean, but that's another thing, and I'm glad you said it. Women want to feel protected, and not like, oh, my man will go anywhere and fight anybody. No, but literally what you just said, like, can't nobody get close to me because one thing I know for sure is what you just said. That's it.
That's a man. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that sounds good. But what I'm saying is it's another thing to know that in your spirit.
Yeah, but no, in my honest opinion, he ain't a man yet if he can't do that for
Okay,
his.
so listen, I get what you're saying, but what I'm talking about is that, like, no matter what you and that person is going through, no matter what, you get what I'm saying? Like, literally, no matter what is going on, like, that's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And sadly, it's something not
doing.
Yeah,
but every man is not that way. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying what I sit in here, I listen to a whole lot of. It's a lot.
And like we said, these a lot of grown kids. That's not a man. Just like a lot of stuff women doing, that's not a woman. That's a kid. Grown do grown things. All this other stuff people dealing with are grown up kids mentally that still need to mature. They're not looking at it from the other perspective. They just, well, it's you. No, you played a part in why it's a problem. If you can't own up to that, you need to go find God and get your mind right and your life right. Find out what happened in your childhood that got you screwed up still, that you ain't let go of. So you can be better for your situation and your kids.
Well, that's that accountability.
Yeah, that's what grown folks do. If you ain't doing that, you're a grown kid. You got a car, you're a grown kid. The grown men and women hold themselves accountable and look out for theirs and have those tough, emotional, confrontational conversations. That's very scary, but you got to have it to get to the other side and where y'all need to go. Trying to keep going forward as a team. So if you ain't trying to do that, you just talking like a grown up, but you're not that yet.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Well, we hope y'all had a great time with this awesome. The big bros came in, the big sis, get that grown conversation.
Yes,
this is
sir.
what we did all the time coming up.
We need to do this again. For real.
Hey, man, y'all come back next week. We about to get up out of here.
We can do this
Next
every week, man, because there's a lot of information. There's a lot of conversations. We didn't even touch on the iceberg of it. You know what I mean? We got a lot of conversation that needs to be had. It needs to be said. You know
And
what I'm saying?
hopefully somebody listening and got something that they never thought about or a perspective they never thought about. Because the bottom line is help everybody get there. I'm rooting for everybody. And I say it all the time. I'm rooting for everybody, especially everybody black, but I'm rooting for everybody.
Mhm.
This goes what they used to say about kids. It takes a village. Well, sometimes it takes a village to keep ourselves in check. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So this is self-check. You know what I'm saying? You know, we can sit down and we come up with some more topics, and we can reconvene next week and bring that to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of conversation. It's a lot of information out here, and we need to just get it out there, man. Stop being scared to talk.
Right.
If you got a
Ground
question,
floors here.
no matter how dumb or stupid the question may be seem to you, put it out there. Get some feedback. Because guess what? There are probably 3 other people got the same question.
Exactly.
I mean,
Well, more than that too. I even said this to Jeffrey before we came on, that this was one of the shows where I usually have a lot of notes and try to do a little research. That this was one of the episodes where I actually didn't have notes, like not none. And I said, the good thing about us doing this is that regardless to how much I think I already know or I've already experienced, whether it's through my life or vicariously through all of my clients and the people that I come across, is I can learn a lot. You know what I mean? Hopefully, if I'm lucky. And I definitely feel like I've learned a lot from this particular episode. So
Hey, it's ground floor.
I think that
Best
was
fun
one.
you can have from the comfort of your home on a Saturday night. Real conversations.
we like the women feedback because we learn off y'all.
Right.
That's my
That's
thing
why I kept
about it.
asking.
It's this. I'm gonna say this and then we can get out of here. Me and my wife, we talk about something, and then we be coming home from the restaurant, and she keep looking over at me, and I'm like, why she looking at me like that? You know, I'm thinking about something she said at the restaurant, and I'm thinking I gotta change the oil in the car. I gotta put some new wipers on this car. Another level. And she was like, well, she looking like crazy. I'm like, well, I'm thinking about oil changes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, women and men, we think on 2 different paths. We need to.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's for certain.
Yeah, we listen. I ain't trying to go against us, fellas, but we be in left field sometimes.
We do.
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, we're gonna keep it totally honest and ground floor, man.
We
Both
be in
sides.
left field. We be in left field.
Sometimes we need to listen and ask questions.
Yeah, we can pay attention to our wives, our soulmates, our girlfriends, significant others. We need to pay attention because guess what? 90% is our fault. Because most of the time, it already be said or laid out. We just didn't catch it. And I end with that.
All right, everybody. Till next week.
Next week.